Today isn't your normal Dragon Soul video. There's no new update, there's no new glitch to make a video on. Actually, that's not true. There are a handful of glitches I could make a video on. But happy Pride Month, everyone. And if you are a female, which 10% of you watching are, then I want you to grab the closest male to you and ask them about their mental health, because it is also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Alright, look, I don't mean to be messy, okay? But I just have to call this out. I don't know if you guys are aware of this other content creator. His name is Sonic UB Fast. And look, I'm not going to play the video, okay, but you can already see by the title, Dragon Soul New Daima Ultra Vegeta Super Saiyan 3 Full Showcase. It's not out yet. This is literally going to be out in a week. This guy just straight leaked it. If you watch this video, everything is in it. From the drops, what everything looks like, everything is just leaked. And you might just be thinking, oh, why don't you just do the same thing? This is not a big deal. This is how we lose privileges, okay? There was a time when content creators had access to a lot of different stuff. We had access to a lot of different commands. Like, we could spawn in different stuff for like giveaways or events. But then people like this took it way too far, and then we lose our privileges. This is how we lose privileges. I'm not even a CC yet. I'm gonna get into being a CC with literally no privilege. Right, come on. Maybe I'm bugging, and Noelius told this guy specifically he can leak the stuff. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe he got a secret DM by the devs telling him he can leak this. Because, like, why else would you do this? Like, why? It's literally in the tester server, the supporter tester server, for a reason. It's you have to pay. You have to pay to see that. Oh my goodness, bro. Let me just start the video before I get too angry, bro. Alright, so this video is just going to be going through everything I was talking about in the announcements, polls, etc. So the first thing we have here is, for variant auras, SZ and Hell, should we remove their stats and give them a passive perk instead to convert them to extra forms? And I'll be honest, this is amazing right here, because first of all, this would remove any kind of confusion that people had with the auras, right? For example, a common misconception in the early to late game, when you're first starting to do raids and you're getting auras. Let's take Broly S for example, right? When you first get this and put this on top of your legendary Super Saiyan form, you do less damage. It's weaker, and it's only after you fully master it is when you start doing the damage. That's when you start doing more damage. The way the auras work right now is like its own separate form. So it overrides your legendary Super Saiyan and works as its own separate form, which is really weird. I don't know why that's how it is, but that's just how it is. And a lot of people would become confused because of that. But then removing all the stats and making it perks, there's just no confusion there, because it's perks. And also it allows you to make different builds easier. Like, depending on the type of perk it is, you can make like a health build, a strength build. It allows more creativity in terms of builds, and maybe change the way the stat points work too, so the meta isn't just heavily strength. But the next thing we have on the Discord is the talk about bosses. And look, before we get into what kind of bosses, like the specific bosses they're talking about, I really don't want this to turn out like Souls did, okay, where there's just a period of time where all we're doing is just pumping out new souls. I don't want the map just to be riddled with bosses that just give random drops. And a good example of what I'm talking about is literally the Super Saiyan 4 boss. It's randomly placed in the middle of the Great Plains Island, and it literally drops Dual Masenko. Like, why does that boss drop Dual Masenko? It just doesn't make sense. But if we're looking at the specific bosses right now, the Gohan, the only bosses that really caught my attention is the new Super Saiyan Rage boss, the Super Saiyan God boss, and the Super Saiyan 5 boss. And the only boss I think is a actually good idea to put into the game is this new Super Saiyan Rage boss. Get rid of the Goku Black at City and replace it for the Super Saiyan Rage boss. And this gives them the opportunity to rework the form as well. So I do think this is a good idea. The rest of the forms that I'm interested in, it's not really I want them into the game. I just think it would be interesting to see them in the game, but I don't think that would be the best course of action for the devs to do. And also, oh my god, I'm so glad we all finally came to our senses, because a few months before, this would have been completely different. Make more new souls instead of bosses with extra forms instead. I'm so glad we all say no. We are tired of souls. We are tired of souls finally.
That's the second last poll. Make more new souls instead of bosses with extra forms.
Do you know, I'm actually glad we're coming to our senses now, bro, because a few updates before, this would have been all green.
This would have been all green, low-key. But the thing is while it's good that they're choosing this, we're just moving from one slot to the other slot.
I mean, bro, at least we're moving, bro. Like at least
I
I'm
mean, but
moving
like
it right.
it's gonna be so no, it's not. We're just moving from one stop to the other, and this one's just more free to play. It's just more accessible to community, but it's still a grind. It's not moving the goalposts anywhere. It's just gonna saturate the like everything with new like just bosses everywhere, bro. Goof form boss gives goof form. Maybe some chance to stun, slow down enemies using regular moves.
Wait, what
It's
the?
it's that one episode in DBS where Vegeta fought a clone of himself.
Oh yeah, look at polls. Go up to Fusion. That same code is being used in Untitled Boxing Game right now. I just said that's like the whole point I made. Untitled Boxing Game has a style called Shotgun. Shotgun had a rework where it turned into an FNF game. That is the rework right there in your face right now.
The little arrow things.
Yes, the arrow thing, the FNF thing. That is the rework.
Isn't this like the same? You know that black guy with his hand in his pocket holding a microphone.
I know exactly who you're talking
Yeah.
about. Actually.
Alright.
But
I mean, bro,
Travis is already-
I'm liking all these, bro. Content is content.
you keep on saying that till you get the fourth boss this week.
Nah. I don't think we'll deal with that though.
He's doing this in public, by the way.
Yeah, he's done this everywhere.
Wait, Jesus.
Yeah.
Send it to me. Send it to me.
Sometimes I wonder, bro.
I deadass wonder what these people think about. Like these people in the background, like how they feel about this bullshit. You know, they might low key care. I care. PSP mode.
Really, bro. Can't have shit in life, bro.
Yo, I might
Bami,
start
hop
doing
on.
this, dude.
Yeah, get to it. That's moneymaker right there.
This is what they added into Dragon Soul, bro. This
gonna have Bami
little
kids in
arrow
that corner.
thing.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
hell no, bro. I'm all for it though. I'm not gonna lie. I like how they're trying to think of you know, like a
Interactive.
unique to implement the fusion instead of just chucking it in there.
Matching your aura would be perfectly fun, and then like being around the same level, matching your aura, and then it does the dance. That's fun.
No, I think this arrow thing is like you increase your aura, and then it's not even about matching it. It's just like, you know, get as big as aura as you can get, and then you guys just combine. And the main thing you should take away from everything mentioned in this polls is basically nothing, okay? Because none of this is coming out anytime soon. So this should be in the furthest place in your mind. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh no, that's fire. Anyways, this shouldn't even be something you're thinking about because it's not coming out anytime soon. I'm tired of people just talking about this like this will be coming out anytime soon, bro. Like, we're this far into the year and we've only had chapter 1. So aside from that, everyone have a beautiful day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.